I'm Sarah. This is Paul. We've been married 6.5 years. You gonna tell your version or my version?
Go for it.
He was already a member of Grove. I was a new member of Grove. He was on camera, and honestly, he wasn't looking for me, and I wasn't looking for him. And he had asked me out a couple times, and I was like, because I really wasn't looking to date anybody. And then on December the 15th, 2015, we had our first date. You agree?
I agree. The first thing that I noticed about Sarah when we first started talking was her incredible smile. She had perfect smile. Every time you'd see her, she'd greet you with this wonderful smile, and it was heartwarming. It was heartwarming from a point of a lot of people around, they don't smile. They don't give you the time of day, the courtesy, simple courtesy of the day. And that was a very warming feeling right from the jump.
The first thing that I noticed about him, of course, I thought he was attractive, of course. And then he was friendly. And like he said, a lot of people are not smiling and not really engaging, but he would always smile and say, "You want to go eat?" I'm always ready to eat.
It was a while before I realized that Sarah was the person for me, because when we first started dating, we weren't really dating. We were really just friends. We were really just, sharing each other's experiences, sharing things together, things that were going on, grabbing bites to eat, sitting down, just spending time with each other and sharing our lives, that we had prior to coming together with one another, and just being there for one another. At the time, she was in school, and she would be gone for a day or two away at school, and I'd be on the phone with her while she took the drive back and forth to school, and some of the evenings while she was away studying, we'd be on the phone, and it was great conversation. A true friendship was formed, more so than the relationship. And that was an important part of it, important foundation to what we have now.
What made me realize he was the one? Just the journey of the relationship. Being friends, getting to know each other, love building, and it just kind of happened. One day it was like, okay, we are a full-blown relationship. That's how it happened. Wow. My perception of marriage before was honestly pretty naive, I would say, because my parents were married for 55 years, and I think my thoughts about marriage was pretty, I guess basic is the only word I could think of, because they were together. I never saw them argue. I never saw them disagree, and it almost made it appear as if it was perfect. But of course, nothing is perfect. So now, being married to Paul, I'm not just married to Paul, I'm Paul's wife. So my perspective of it and my reaction and my response to it is different now, because I realize that there's a level of responsibility that I have to him as my husband and me as his wife.
I always looked at marriage as a wonderful thing. The family, the togetherness, the love that two people share with one another, realizing that it's not going to be perfect. But finding that someone, having that someone with you that you know loves you and will be there by your side, even if you disagree, you disagree and, you know, take a step forward and come to, you know, a conclusion together and work on it together. Something that we said early on, like actually right before we got married, were we're great as individuals, but we're better together. And we can do so much more together and, you know, be there to support one another. And that's an important part of marriage and something that we've developed and grown into and continue to grow with.
The hardest season in our marriage. Ooh. I would have to say probably the beginning, because we're coming together, you know, and we're a blended family. So we blended a lot of stuff, a lot of people, a lot of stuff, a lot of things, probably good and bad, and just learning how to sift through it all and develop what we are. Because like he said, you know, we were very good by ourselves, but then you bring that together, you still have to figure out what's the plan for now, the two. What does it say? The two now should become one. So there we go. Yeah.
I feel that I grew more as an individual once we got married, because there were certain things that Sarah would do that I truly admired. Certain things that made a difference in my life and I knew would make a difference in our lives together. So it really meant a lot during that period of time and to find that.
I believe that I've grown tremendously because, you know, I was by myself a long time. And so, again, allowing someone to not just be in a space with me, but to lead that space too. So, you know, yielding, you know, without yielding in happiness of it, you know, because there's a time you'd be yielding in it and you may be like, oh, I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this because it's good for us. So just learning to be able to, and actually it's a good thing to be able to sit back and not have to do everything and not have to think through everything and know that he got it. And I can just sit over here and be a princess, you know, and, you know, I love that part. I believe the hard work for marriage is worth it. Think about it like, you know, when you tenderizing meat, when you're cooking, right? And you have to, you know, tenderize it and, you know, kind of knead it and push on it and sometimes even hit it sometimes. But once you've done that and you cook it, it's just so tender and juicy and you really enjoy it. The work is worth it because what you receive on the other side of the work is just joy and happiness. And for me, also watching your spouse blossom, you know, beyond what they may even thought that they could do. That makes me happy to watch him blossom.